my gorgeous plant people, welcome back to Reading Mindfully. My name is Ayana and today we are talking about my June favorites. So let's just get into it. Hey guys, so like I said, today we're talking about my June favorites, and some of these plants are currently outside, so I'm just going to insert some pictures so that way you can see the current status of these plants. And so the first plant that I want to tell you guys that I am just really enjoying is my Philodendron mcdowell. And if you guys have watched my channel, I almost lost this plant and I was going to be so devastated if I did lose this plant. I do have a video with my plant transformations where I completely chopped this plant back all the way to the stumps and just like sat it on top of the soil, and now it is just flourishing. I put it outside. It did start growing some leaves before I put it outside, but now that the plant is outside, it is just growing big beautiful leaves, and I'm just so proud of this plant. I was really hoping that it was going to come back, and it definitely did, and it's doing so well. And I'm hoping that, you know, by the end of the summer I can get a really nice full plant out of this, plant. I can get nice big leaves. I did chop the stems so that I could have more chances for the plant to come back and also more growth points. So that is why the plant also seems a lot fuller than it did the first time around. I think the first time I had this plant, it was all like one long stem since it is a crawler. So in propagating and chopping up the stems, it is now a much fuller plant. And I did try to make the stems in the pattern of a clock so that way, like I said, I would get a nice full plant, and it is definitely turning out like I thought it would, and I'm very excited. So that is my first plant that I'm very excited about, that I have been excited about, not just for the month of June, but I'm just really excited of how it is turning around, and it is just looking so beautiful. The second plant that I am really enjoying is the Hoya fungii seed. I did get this one from the plant farm, and it doesn't look exactly like a fungi. It looks like it has a little bit of the qualities of a pubicalyx, and so it does look a little bit different. Some of the leaves are a lot bigger. A lot of the leaves are narrow or pointy, but this plant is just so beautiful. It is one of the fastest, if not the fastest growing Hoya that I have. It just completely flushed out so much growth, especially since putting it outside. I did have an instance where I burnt some of the leaves, but now that the plant is acclimated, it is just looking so beautiful. I actually had to put this one on a trellis because it was growing so fast so soon, and so it is just looking really good. It is growing growth points all over, especially at the bottom, and so I am going to have to fasten the other side, because I did have it fastened on this side, but it's going to have to be fastened on this side too. And I think it's because I didn't fasten it all the way, and so it did die a little bit at the top, and then it shot out all these growth points at the bottom, which is fine with me because that way the plant will be a lot fuller at the bottom, and I won't have to work to, fill that part out. It's just doing it automatically. But like I said, I do have to fasten the other side, so it'll kind of like find its way around and meet in the middle. But I am a little bit nervous about this one just because it's growing so fast already. I'll probably have to buy an even taller trellis. I think the one that I have is 2 feet, so I will have to bump it up probably. I wasn't really expecting it to just take off and grow so much, but I really like the way it looks. Like I said, I like the leaves. The undersides of the leaves are very velvety, and the plant is just so nice. I think I do need to bump it up into a bigger pot though, because it has a lot of root, and when I stick the moisture meter in, you can hear the roots, and I don't want to just be chopping into the roots when I'm using the moisture meter. So I might even bump it up into like an 8-inch pot, because I think it's in a 6-inch pot, but It's doing really well, and I just, like I said, I just love the way that it looks. The leaves are just so beautiful. I don't know what it is about nice, like gorgeous green fleshy leaves, but I just love that plant. The third plant that I wanted to highlight is a snake plant, which I really don't talk about too often, but it is my whalefin snake plant. I have put it on my dining room table as kind of like a centerpiece, a statement plant, and I just love the way that it looks there. Sometimes I do think about chopping off the baby leaf or the second leaf that came out, just because I like the way that the singular leaf looks. But you know, the snake plant, the whale fins, they grow so slow, and so that's why I haven't chopped it off. But I don't know, some days I'm just like, I'm gonna chop it, other days I'm just like, I'm just gonna leave it alone. But it does look nice on my dining room table. Like I said, it's that one statement piece, and I just think it just makes the whole table look nice. So that's the third plant. The fourth and fifth plants are newer to my collection. I have found my way to them through Hoyas, and I'm so excited and happy that I've stumbled upon these plants because they are so easy and they grow really fast, and they give me the satisfaction of the Hoya, but they grow faster, and I really enjoy them. So the first one I want to show you is this beautiful lipstick plant, and this is the Olympus lipstick plant, and it is just such a beautiful plant. I just really enjoy the dainty little leaves. They are really succulent, even though they're really little, but this is just such a nice plant. I think I've had this plant for a month, and you can just see all of the little tiny growths that it put out. It is so pretty, and I don't know what it is about this plant. I just think it's so cute. I will have to say, with lipstick plants, you do have to water them a lot more than Hoyas. I found that they really don't like to dry out, and so I am having to water these, like I said, a lot more. They like to be a little bit more on the moist side. I actually do have to water them right now, but I just wanted to show you these guys because they are so nice. These plants have actually led me to buy a couple lipstick plants. I think I have about 4 or 5 now, and I'm really enjoying them. And I'm wondering why more people don't talk about these plants, because I like them, even though they don't like smell, like their blooms don't smell like Hoyas. I just think they're cool, and I can't wait for this one to really, like, it's starting to trail, but I can't wait for it to start, you know, really trailing, and then it'll be like, you know, have some whimsy to it. But like I said, I'm just really enjoying these plants. They're so beautiful, even though they're just like green plants. It's something about just like having a nice green luscious plant that has a nice leaf size and shape that I'm just really enjoying. And the second lipstick plant that I got, that I have been eyeing and I have been trying to get for about a month, but this is my third attempt at getting this plant. Third attempt. And this is the pink tie lipstick plant. And I cannot wait. This is the one plant that I'm waiting for it to bloom, just because I've seen the blooms and they are so cute and like chunky and bubbly, and I just want mine to be longer and bloom. But this one has the cutest like plump baby pink blooms, and I'm waiting to see it. I know I have like a while ago, since mine is still like a little plant, but I just love these leaves. They look like they're not like hugely succulent, like they're pretty succulent leaves, but they're not like the most succulent leaves. But I just think like the leaf shape kind of reminds me of peach butts. I don't know why, but they remind me a little peach butts, and I just think this plant is so cute. And even if it doesn't bloom for me, I'm still gonna really enjoy this plant. I definitely can't wait for this one to trail. I think it's just gonna look really nice. and just having all these like growth points is gonna make it just look so beautiful. And I just cannot wait for it to keep growing. It has been putting off a ton of leaves, and it's just a very consistent grower like the other one. But I don't know, I really have been enjoying these lipstick plants, and I feel like more people should be talking about these. I was looking at a bunch of videos before I bought these plants to do some research before I bought them. But a lot of people, there are not a lot of videos on these plants, and if there are a lot of videos of people like overseas, and so it's not the most helpful, but I'm just so happy that I have it now. And I can't wait. Like I said, they're just so cute. Look at those leaves. Like I said, this took me 3 tries to get this plant. And this one I got from the plant farm. I had to put a couple plants together to make it this full. But 3 tries. The first try, it was burnt because it got delivered during the heat wave. And then the second try, I got it from another place, but it didn't even have any roots. It came all shriveled and barely any roots. And I had to try to reroot it. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to try to buy it one more time. And if it doesn't work, I'm going to be really mad, but I'm not going to try it again. And that's what I did, and this is the result. Now, it was a lot smaller when I first bought it, but it has put off like all this growth. And I just cannot believe how fast it's grown in about a month. So these are amazing plants, and I'm so happy that I'm into lipstick plants now. Like I said, I do have a couple more. I have about 3 more, and the one that I really am enjoying is outside, and it's a variegated lipstick plant, and that one is so beautiful. I put it outside because I'm trying to get as much variegation as possible before I bring it inside, because I'm not sure if I have enough lighting to keep the variegation going. So I'm trying to get as much variegation as possible before I bring it in for the fall and winter. But yeah, those are my 5 favorite plants for the month of June. I have been really enjoying my plants. Some of them I have not been enjoying, and I don't know. The majority of my plants are doing so well. The ones that I have been struggling with this year are my philodendrons. I don't know what it is about my philodendrons, but I'm really having I'm not having a good time with my philodendrons. All my other ones are doing good, like my ferns are doing well. My syngoniums are doing well. The mojito even came back from the dead. My lipstick plants are doing well. The Hoyas are doing pretty good. Like, all my other plants are doing well except for my philodendrons. The only philodendron that's doing really well is a philodendron mcdowell, and all my other ones, it's like survival of the fittest over here. But anyway, I just wanted to come over here and tell you guys what my favorite plants are for the month of June. Like I said, my plants are doing pretty good. We'll probably do another growth update in about a month or so, just so I can show you guys how they're doing. And then we will show you like bringing them back inside and all that stuff. So I definitely will be spraying all these plants down before I bring them in, and we'll be doing insecticides and all that stuff. But yeah, comment down below what are your five favorite plants for the month. And if you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comment section below. And as always, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.